Well, hey YouTube! So today, guys, we're back here with another news story here. So recently, there's been a lot of news regarding Bandicoot, the N.Sane Trilogy. The game did pretty well on Metacritic and sales figures, so it's not too surprising that the company of Activision is definitely considering licensing the game and expanding the whole entire industry. I mean, there's a new merchandising deal being produced by a company called GBI or something of that nature in Europe, so they're not just planning from a merchandising perspective. There's also been a lot of news recently suggesting that the game is potentially coming to other consoles, which includes the Nintendo Switch. Eurogamer did mention it, which is really crazy. Eurogamer had a story saying, based on their sources has been telling them that the game is indeed coming out to Nintendo Switch and the announcement is coming soon. And we have even more information regarding that important point here. So apparently the publication that produced the story regarding the Crash Bandicoot series has removed the publication regarding the Switch version of the game. So, I mean, this is even more information, and Activision hasn't said anything yet, so all these rumors here do make a lot of sense to me. I want to see if we can find this information here. So let's see here. I presume at this point they probably deleted it all. That's way too many pages. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see anything about Crash, and every time I hit Control F, it keeps taking me there, so can't really depend on this information here. Let's check the other source here. I'm just curious what we got going on here. Check the VIA here. So this is indeed Eurogamer. This is the article they've been talking about here. But as you can see in the article, they do mention Crash Bandicoot, and they even mention it within the Switch. Do they mention it with the Switch? Let's take a look here. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see here. So it seems like, yeah, right here, you see this, guys? They do actually mention the Switch version here in some capacity. So yeah, I mean, it just for now, it just mentions retail, but it does mention this. Activision has a 5-year plan. So all this information does look very good for all you Crash Bandicoot fans out there. So the community does seem pretty happy. Day one purchase, being a licensing manager, it mugs the game. Ha, it's a good joke there. Yeah, a lot of people, this is Activision. I would love one for Switch, man. I agree with you on that. So yeah, there seems to be a lot of positive comments here. I'm really happy to see that. I do think the game deserves to be on Nintendo consoles. It was very well received, and it would do a great job, I think, on the console. I am curious about the particular sales of the game here, so I'm going to go look that up for you, and let's see exactly how that does. I'm just kind of curious, because the game has sold well, I heard, but I don't know how well. So I'm going to check on VG charts here. VG charts, I understand, are far from perfect, but I give you a rough kind of range here, what to expect here. So let's take a look here. Let's see exactly what we have in sales. So 3.25 million is fantastic for an exclusive, and it's platforming, a genre that's been dying recently. Besides Nintendo and Mario, who else has been doing platforming? And the Crash N.Sane game actually is a really good platforming game, so it's great to see this. So it did well successfully, so I'm really happy to see that. And let's just check on Metacritic here. I do want to see what the reviewers thought of the game, but I do remember it being quite positive, which is fantastic news for all you Crash Bandicoot fans. So very positive reviews here. Many people are reviewing that as well, so that's always very good news here. So overall, guys, that's all the Crash Bandicoot news we have here today. To me, in my opinion, it does seem like this is going to be happening at some point in the future, and I can't wait for that, because it's a franchise I've been curious about, but I've had no way to get into it because I don't own a PS4, right? I don't own PS2 back in the day, so I'm really happy that they're potentially expanding to Nintendo Switch, and Activision has always been kind of nice to Nintendo. We have Black Ops 2 and Ghost on the Wii U, which was a pretty nice gift considering how bad the Wii U was, but yeah, overall, really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know down below what you think about this story. Make sure you subscribe and like for daily news and reviews. If you want to purchase the game on PS4, Amazon link will be down below. And guys, if you like crypto, I do have an Ether donation link down below, or a Binance referral link. Those two things support me as well as everything else on my description. Really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you. Bye.